Hello, so I will be demoing how to use the virtual roll call web application as an administrator. Okay, so first the URL. This URL you see here is where the web app is hosted on the FIU server. So if you follow this URL, you'll be redirected to the application's login page. So to log in as administrator, you have to be given administrator credentials in the system. So right now I'll log into a user, 3101, who has administrative privileges in the system. Okay, so here's the dashboard for administrator. So the administrator has the ability to customize many aspects of the whole application. So you see here user management, document categories, and site settings. So I'll go over these shortly, but when you first log in, you're taken to the user management section. And this is the ability to add users to the system. So all of these fields are required. You see, if you try to add anything else, you'll be told to please fill out this field. So let's add a fake user right now. So let's say we add in Harry Potter, for example, and HP Potter 001. So a password has to be at least 8 characters in the system. So let's call it Harry 123. So that should be good. And so then every user has a role. So these are the 3 actors in the system: the officer, supervisor, and administrator. So when this user logs in, then they will be redirected to the page depending on their role. So let's just give Harry an officer role, and we add a user. So then you see user is successfully added to the system. All right, so then if you scroll down to the bottom of the user management settings, you'll see an edit user table. So this is a table that contains all the users currently active in the system. So you see Harry Potter, who we just added just now, he's an officer. Well, in this table, you're able to actually edit information. So for example, maybe I change my mind and I want Harry to be a supervisor, or maybe I want to add maybe a Harry J. Potter. You can update information, and you can see it's instantly updated in the edit user table. Well, the officer, as an administrator, I'm also able to delete users in the system. Maybe they left the job, so delete them. Go ahead, you see it's automatically deleted. So you can see how the administrator is able to select, and it's also a search bar to search for users easier in case this table becomes very full. Imagine hundreds of officers added in the database. All right, so next we're going to go to document categories. So what are categories? So documents are uploaded in the system and officers are able to view them, which is the point of virtual roll call. So documents are associated with categories. For example, there could be archives or bolos or memos. So as an administrator, I'm able to pretty much customize the categories that appear in the application. So I can add one called test. Maybe there are tests in the system. I can add it. It tells me it's successfully added. And when I scroll down, I should be able to see test. Or similar to the user management, I can just see all the things with T's or permission to sort. And so also I'm able to edit categories. Maybe I want to change the name to testing. I can update that. Automatically updated. And you can delete categories too, as much as you like. So it's completely customizable by the administrator. So then last here is the site settings. So currently, when you logged in, you may have noticed that you saw that it was said the virtual roll call and the Pinecrest Police Department, and as well as the badge. Well, the goal is for this application to eventually be used by other police departments. So naturally, they're going to want to see a different badge, a different logo for the system. So this application is completely customizable. So for example, you're able to change the logo. So if I go here, and I go to software folders, and maybe I want to change the badge, I can click an icon. In the system, it actually gives me a preview of what it's going to look like. So I click save, and it tells me the logo is successfully updated. So maybe I'll change the application name. So virtual, maybe I want roll call, one word, I don't know. Let's say I misspelled something wrong. Virtual roll call. So that's changed, application name, and then department name. So maybe the Miami-Dade Police Department is now using the system instead of Pinecrest Police. So I can update that. It told me the department name was successfully updated. So let's say I log out of the system. So as you can see now, the badge is different. It now says the misspelling virtual roll call in Miami-Dade Police. So administrators is completely able to change the settings for each department. So let's log back in as the administrator. Back to admin. Site settings. You don't like it? Go ahead and change it back. Pinecrest is using it again. And as you can see here on the side, it says the virtual roll call misspelling as well because we changed it. So it's changed all over the site. All right. So there. So that's how you use that administrator. All of these customizable are available. And one last thing, every officer, every user, any actor is able to change their password by clicking on their name and change password and entering their current password and then confirming the new password. So hope you found this very easy to use, and feel free to play around as an administrator.